Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name is Michael and this is part 2 of my Her Universe fashion show build. This is going to include how I made the cape as well as the actual fashion show itself. So without any further ado, here's the rest of the video.
The gag! Oh my god.
What you just heard was Hayley's reaction to the mirror fabric lining arriving. Very exciting. We found this fabric on Amazon. I started patterning out the cape using old sheets as usual and just walking around the house dramatically, seeing how the cape flowed. I wanted it to be like Billy Porter's cape, so it needed to fit just right at the shoulders. I cut everything out of sheets I got at Goodwill for $3. I just wanted something red, and this is what worked. It kind of had a shiny satiny finish, and I really liked the way it looked, so it worked perfectly for what I was going for. Which I think also shows that you don't have to spend a whole lot of money recreating things, just being patient and paying attention to what's available to you can really yield cool results. So I wanted to cut the entire back out of one piece. I didn't want there to be a seam down the back of the cape. There were some darts in the shoulders to help give it shape, but the entire back panel was all one big piece. So there was a fitted sheet and like a regular sheet, and so I just cut the elastic out of the fitted sheet so that it would all lay flat, and then carefully cut everything out nice and flat in our entryway. Sewing the cape was pretty simple. It's just two big long seams along each side, and then lots of fitting and lots of walking around the house like the evil queen from Snow White to see how it was flowing. I used a gold chain at the throat to have like a clasp. I used a great big hook and eye on one side so that I could take the hook on and off. I wanted to be able to take the cape off on stage, and I love just walking around in it. It's so much fun. I love it. Then it was time to start adding the embroidery to the cape. I used the spell circles that were on a Her Universe Spirit jersey. For the spell circles on the arms, I did quite a few size testing on my Memorycraft 550E from Janome before I was happy. I went with red thread on the red fabric just so that it could stay fashion and stay subtle and cool, so you'd kind of have to see it up close. The Eye of Agamotto design also came from the Her Universe Spirit jersey, and I think it worked really well. The hatch embroidery was great. Then it was time to start cutting out the mirror fabric. Just used my exact same pattern over again and laid everything out nice and careful over that fabric so that I could get nice clean cuts through all of those mirrors. And it cuts great. It cuts like you're cutting through a candy wrapper. They're very thin. It didn't dull my blades or anything. I didn't need any special tools, just some good cutting shears, and it all came together really well.
Oh yeah, do a full swish. Ah! That looks cool. Yeah, it's very swishy. I can't get over how cool that is. Don't chase Bilbo.
Show a bit of my process of how I'm doing all the embroidery on the cape. So I have 86 different symbols that I've digitized using Hatch, and I am keeping lists of how and where I use them so that I don't end up getting too repetitive with some of the symbols used over and over. I have now used all of them, and I'm creating layouts that are going to go on my hoop that I'm going to transfer and start doing the left and right sides of the cape, and then it'll finally be done. The back center line embroidery all came from Doctor Strange concept art from the Art of Doctor Strange book. And I did a lot of this, a lot of standing over the machine, making sure it didn't mess up, and it's kind of hypnotizing, so it was fun. This was a pretty time-consuming part of the piece. Each piece took forever, and each symbol had to be done individually, and it was pretty time-consuming, but not too many mistakes. I only had to pick out one or two to redo them. I wanted to add a little extra sparkles, so we pulled out our rhinestone collection to add some of those on as well. And then this was the final symbol, the last one, and it was done!
Yay!
And here are all of the symbols. There's over 200, but I didn't actually count, so I don't know how many there are, but it was a lot! Hello! So I am clipping the hem of the cape, and we're here in the living room. This is pretty much the only place I can do this because I had to set it somewhere that it would hang. So I'm just rolling the hem, doing a rolled hem, which is not something I would normally do on a cape, but I thought that it would be cool to have the red framing so it would look like the mirror dimension stuff is like inside the cape. So it's going really well, and I'm pinning it this way so that it'll hang all the way down and it won't get wrinkly like when I go and take it to the machine. I wanna pin it like it's really hangs and then go sew it. So see you later, bye. We headed out to California for rehearsal on Wednesday before the show. There's going to be probably a separate video with our California adventures, but each of us got to walk the runway several times. There's Andrew McClain there, the winner of the first Her Universe fashion show over on the left. He coached us and offered so many amazing suggestions. I was so nervous. I had no idea what I was doing. I've never done anything like this before, and I practiced and practiced and practiced for hours. Hours and hours. Here's the suit backstage, about to get ready for the show, everything hanging up along with everybody else's garments. Thank you, Regan of Cowbutt Crunchies, for lending me your hand steamer. There weren't any steamers backstage that I could find, and I really, really appreciate it because it desperately needed a steam. I used my Mayron hair white for all of my Doctor Strange looks and in my beard. Here's me more backstage. Hayley was back there to support me, which was so important. I was really glad that we got to have handlers and people backstage helping us. And then putting everything on for the first time backstage. It was really exciting. And Savanah was there, of course. Savanah was there too, my hype squad. Having so much fun with the other designers, getting to hang out with all of them and just get ready for the show. Then Nina West came. Nina West and Ashely Eckstein were the two hosts. Nina was incredible. And then there was my intro video. Before each of the designers walked through, they showed each of our videos and each of our processes, just so they could talk a little about what we were doing. I recorded a lot more. They didn't, of course, use all of it because it had all to be cut, so it could actually be usable. But just showing a bit about my process to all the people that were in the crowd, so they could see my hard work. And all the other designers, like, oh, just hanging out backstage with all the other designers, like, they were all so nice. This was just the coolest experience to be part of because they were all so cool and so nice backstage. And then it was time for my walk, and it became real. That moment was pretty incredible. We can't have the music playing because it's Kiss by Prince. Copyright reasons, we can't have that playing. But that was pretty incredible. You can see the video with sound posted on my TikTok and Instagram. It's kind of hard to describe. It was just the coolest moment. There's like 2,500 people in this hall. Been dreaming about this for years, twirling the cape. Thank you so much, Ian, for recording this. I wanted to show off the jacket. Thank you so much to Nina West and Andrew McClain for their runway advice. And of course, thank you so much to Hayley for keeping me sane throughout this whole process and all of her guidance and all of her feedback. It just like all really came together, and then I created a portal and left the stage. And then we have a video that Savanah took of Hayley backstage. So Hayley, what was going on with you?
Hey y'all, it's Hayley coming to take over Michael's video. Look at my friends! Oh my gosh. So there's me. I was just like, look at little hype squad. Oh my god. I was just living my best life. I was watching Michael. I have to start dancing. Otherwise, if I like stand still, I think I'll explode. So when I get like a lot of hype energy, I just start dancing around. So that's what I was doing. Because I was like, who is this person? Because I swear, when Michael was like doing all his rehearsals, it was so, bless his heart, like very stiff and fast and like little nervous energy. So I was like, okay, please just be good. I don't know, like just take it slow. And he like did so good, and I was like so shocked. I was like backstage losing my mind with my friends, like oh my god, like it was crazy. So I was like in tears, and I was probably like losing my voice because I was like screaming mentally.
And the folks at Marvel were there, and they shared it on their social medias, and it was crazy. It was all crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
I could not be prouder. You did so good.
I don't know, I'm serious. I'm like recording right now. I could not be prouder, Michael.
It's cricket.
I don't know what's going on in this camera right now.
I did it. I walked the runway. I did it.
Flawlessly. So proud.
It's over. I did it. It's over. Yay!
And then we did our final walk around. Just congratulations to all of the designers, to all of the models. We all worked so hard, and this was just the most unique experience. Like, we all had 2 months. Everyone on that stage had 2 months to do all of this from the time that we found out that we got into the fashion show. Just so much effort, so much work, and just the kindest, coolest people. It was just amazing. Everything about it was just incredible.
I'm thrilled to announce our judges winner, which is Cindy Guillermo.
Yay, Cindy! I love you! Ah, I'm so glad you won! This is so great!
Now we're just walking on the streets. Everything's up in a garment bag. This is just how it goes. You just win a show, and then you just
Then you're just some guy.
you're just some guy on the street. Just whatever. Don't worry about it.
So, it's now September. So it's been about 2 months since the show. It's just like, this has been crazy. and just like editing the video again, just watching over everything. I'm just so grateful and I'm so thankful to all the people who voted for me in the hall, to all the people who supported me through everything, who watched this channel, who messaged me that you watch these videos, like that. Like I had people like come up to me at Dragon Con, which has been since the show, and say like, hey, I watched your Doctor Strange videos and I'm making my own, and that's just like really crazy. Life has been awesome. We've adopted a dog since the show. Cindy and I have just like collaborated, and she's like the best collaborator. I'm so glad that she was the winner with me. So well deserved. She's so smart, and just like I'm so excited for this collection. The Marvels comes out next summer. Our stuff is already designed. It's been submitted to Hot Topic. They are like, we're all good to go. I'm so excited. The collection looks amazing. It's really gender inclusive. So it's not just all female bodied stuff. It's going to be like gender neutral and guy stuff as well. And I think it's going to be a really, really cool collection. So I'm really excited for you to see it and buy it online and do all that stuff. But thank you so much for watching this video. We'll post it again eventually. You'll see us here on YouTube. And thank you for watching. Thank you so much for everything. And hope to see you again for a future video. Give us a like and give us a subscribe. And I'll go feed Bilbo because he's really fussy right now. I'll see you next time. Bye.
It is so good, sweetie.
Okay.